Hello, welcome to my review of the iPad 2 and the Motorola Xyboard 10.1. Both are actually evenly matched tablets, pretty close to evenly matched. So today I'm just going to kind of do the review on the two. First we'll start with the iPad 2. iPad 2 has that slide down lock, the famous iOS that everyone loves. The music app, pretty close to everything else. This iPad's running the newest version of iOS, I believe. They're both connected to the same Wi-Fi network. It's running iOS 6.1. Let's see if I can get that focused in a little bit. Sorry, I'm using my DSLR camera for this. There we go. Right there. iOS 6.1, 6.0.1 actually. That's the newest version. Very fluently styled version of iOS. There's still no Siri. That we'd like to see that in future versions of the iOS system. Let's see. Safari loads pretty quickly. I do a lot of Minecraft servers, so be on the lookout on Planet Minecraft. We're gonna open apple.com on both of these here in a little while. As you can tell, iPad 2's rather slow in opening web browser. Now, let's see when you zoom in how fast it is to clear out. It doesn't. Wonderful. It takes some time to clear up. Store.apple.com. This iPad does run, I'll show the specs here in a second. Shop iPad. Charging, yeah, see, it's just the Apple website. The iPad 2 is running an A5, dual-core A5 processor. If I do believe. Let me see. Let me make sure on that. I don't want to tell you something that's wrong. Click that. I want to see the iPad mini overview. Compare iPad models. iPad 2. It is a Wi-Fi. This one is a 3G version of it. There's no data on it. It's a 16 gigabyte, so Wi-Fi 3G 16 gigabyte. That would be the price on it. Is that $529? It weighs 1.35 pounds. It's not a true 720p display. Neither is the iPad 3. It's Retina display. It's not even 180p. This one is not 720p, the iPad mini. The iPad 2 and the iPad mini run the same processor. The one on the left is iPad mini, the one on the right is iPad 2. Here's the camera's specs. Back camera, it's VGA quality pretty much. Just a little bit better. Let me zoom in so you can see that. There's that 960 by 720p pixels photo. It does have autofocus on the camera, and the camera does load pretty quick. It does not have the panoramic photos that you would expect. It can take a picture fairly quickly. Let's see. The Facebook app is native to this. I can't log in, but now I do have the Bible app on this iPad. YouVersion Bible app. And it does load fairly quickly. So there's the this iPad 2 is fairly thin for it. Yeah, and I'm trying to don't allow. That's why it would close out. It's fairly thin. The back of it's that brushed aluminum. Doesn't really get dirty. I've had scratches on it. It is at 3G with the antenna right there. Not very efficient. You do see the lock button right here, and then the headphone jack right there. On the bottom you see that 30-pin connector port right here, and the speaker. On the iPad 2, I believe the microphone is actually, I have no idea where it is. You would think I would know this. I'm great with electronics, but oh, it's right here. If you can tell, it's right above my finger. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the Xyboard. This is my newest tablet. It is running Android Jelly Bean, Ice Cream Sandwich. It has that famous ice cream sandwich unlock with the 4 app selector. I have browser, camera, gallery, and unlock. If you couldn't tell that. I have Google installed. Let's clear out the apps. Let me go show you to prove to you, really, so you believe me that it's running Android 4.0.4. You can see it right there, and it does have this Android ice cream sandwich. And if you'll watch, it'll go to this to show you Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich. This tablet is thicker than the iPad 2, I believe. Yeah, it is. It's a lot nicer of a design, though. It has the rubber with the brushed aluminum. Its camera, it's right there. That's the flash. This does record in 1080p display. Our video. The front-facing it's a 5 megapixel rear camera, 1.2 rear megapixel front camera. Display is 720p display. It loads browser fairly fast. I'm loading the same iPad mini screen that was on the iPad 2. Once I get done with this, I'll show you the speed test and we'll run a few apps. This tablet's well designed. I have the Droid Razr, and I love the 2 devices. I love the LED notification lights. I love Android 4. I do record some audio, so I do have an easy voice recorder. And Google Play Store installed, and it's up to date. Everything runs perfect. Now these 2, I'm gonna warn you before we start the speed test that this was running a dual-core 1.2 gigahertz processor. It's running the same processor my phone is. My phone is equally matched with this device. I did speed test on the 2 earlier today, and they're just the same device pretty much. One's just bigger. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the speed test. And the lock button and volume buttons are on the same side on this. Let me focus that so maybe you can see it a little better. Okay, there we go. Anyway, yeah, that's my tablet. There we go. Now there's a glare, so. Okay, now these 2, we're gonna load startup and then also turn it off and turn it back on, or the startup. See which one starts up faster. The iPad 2 does have iMessages. The Xyboard has Google+. Now let's clear out all the apps on these devices. Android Jelly Bean, just swipe to clear. These you actually do tap, 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 tap to clear. So first, let's start out loading the browser. Oh, well, that's not a fair fight. Hold on. These 2 devices are fairly matched, I believe. As you can tell. The Xyboard loaded just a little bit faster. I'll share the location. We're gonna go back, and now let's load camera. The Xyboard is probably faster than. Actually, the iPad was better. Matched at that. Now let's load a YouTube video of mine. Dun, 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 dun. Now YouTube's not installed on this, so I'm gonna install that really fast, and I'll be back to you in just a minute. I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, so YouTube has finished downloading on the iPad 2, so I think we're ready to start the YouTube speed test. I'm gonna start by loading the two apps, and looks like the Xyboard lost that one. So far the iPad and the Xyboard are pretty much equivalent. I'm signed in on one of the devices. On the other, it's just kind of by itself, the iPad. Let's start. Let me search for the video. I have to think of what it's called. We're gonna load them both in HD video, so I'll have to pause the video on the iPad. Let me find the Temple of Doom one on my Xyboard. Okay. Well, Creeper Therapy, where is it? How long ago was that posted? That was posted, I don't know. Money, suicide. Second button. There we go. There it is. They're both HD video, I believe. Let's see. As you can tell, the iPad does not automatically open it into the full screen. Neither does the Xyboard, actually, and I'm surprised about that. But the Xyboard does have a better quality screen, and it's still loading, actually. Wonderful. The Xyboard's losing this one horribly. Horribly bad. Now they're both. Okay, well, the Xyboard just kind of lost that horribly bad. The Xyboard is way louder, though. Oh, and while that is buffering, this thing's still playing. The iPad is pretty well better than the Xyboard, or faster, I should say, but in the end, the choice is up to you. I never have a problem with my Xyboard. When I had my iPad, this is really the second iPad I had. I had a Verizon 3G one to begin with, and several pixels died within the first 6 months of me owning it. Xyboard, I've had it for over a year now, or almost a year now, and not a problem with it. I love this. I love it. I love playing on it. It's smooth. I love the operating system. I love this voice feature. Google Toby crap. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Google Toby Games. Instead of having to type it in on the iPad, there it is. And so that's my general review of the two. I love them. They're both equally matched. But in the end, it's not my job to tell you which is better. So, I hope you liked the video.